Hi guys, welcome to Nothing TV. This is your host Sajid Gupta. Today I'll be comparing Lenovo P1m with Xiaomi Mi4i. So let's go.
So as you can see, both the devices have 5-inch display, but the display it's a full HD display on the Mi4i as compared to the HD display on Lenovo P1m. If I talk about the touch, it is much better and smoother on Mi4i as compared to Lenovo P1m. The bottom buttons are backlit on both the phones, but they are much prominent on Mi4i. If I talk about the speaker volume, guys, I have dual speaker grill as compared to Mi4i on Lenovo P1m, so its sound output is naturally better. Mi4i is a unibody phone, so I cannot remove its backplate and hence I cannot remove its battery. But P1m is not a unibody phone and I can remove its battery. Both the phones do not have any kind of Corning Gorilla Glass protection, and I cannot remove the battery, but I can remove the backplate on this phone. You can see it's a big 3900 milliamp hour battery, and the processor is not too demanding, though the battery lasts around 1.5 to 2 days. And if I talk about the SIM card, I have dual SIM card slots, which is the same case which is in Mi4i 4G dual SIM card slot. Although I cannot insert a micro SD card in Mi4i, I can insert a micro SD card and take my total storage to 128 GB, which is really massive amount of storage, but that cannot happen in Mi4i. Moving ahead, let me show you the amount of storage space. So I am stuck with using USB OTG in Mi4i, and let me go to the storage. You can see I can pop in USB OTG in Mi4i, and the same case can also happen in Lenovo P1m. Additionally, I can insert a micro SD card as well in P1m, which is not the case in Mi4i. Also, on the first boot, I am having more amount of free RAM in Lenovo P1m. So you can see 1.4 GB. This is a really nice amount of free RAM which is being provided by Lenovo. In Xiaomi, you can see I just cleared my memory and 759 MB RAM is left. So although you will have so overall, on the first boot, when I used this phone as a new device, it gave me around 1.1 or maximum 1 GB free RAM, because the RAM keeps on changing dynamically, whereas Lenovo P1m is giving me 1.4 GB of free RAM on the first boot. Moving to the camera, I have a 13 megapixel rear camera on Mi4i, and I have a 8 megapixel rear camera on Lenovo P1m. Let me show you some images. The front facing camera, it's 5 megapixel on both the devices. So guys, you can see the front facing camera on Lenovo P1m is no match with Mi4i when it comes to quality and clarity. If you think that the display is lowly, the brightness is less, I'll just turn up the brightness, and again you can see the camera is no match for the natural color of the Mi4i. Let me show you another image, and so the rear camera is better when it comes to performance in P1m, but again it is no match for the Mi4i. Now this image with optimum light, this image is coming closer to what we have on Mi4i, and can give it a slight you know fight, but then overall the front facing camera and the rear camera on Mi4i are much better than what we have on Lenovo P1m. Moving on to the performance, I ran into two benchmark on both of these devices. Let me show you the results. So you can see I have a score of around 20,000 on the Lenovo P1m. Xiaomi wants me to retest it, I'll do that. So you can see, guys, that Mi4i is getting a better 27,609 score over Lenovo P1m. This means that you can play heavy games at medium to high graphics setting in Mi4i, and for that you have to turn down the graphics setting low if you want to play some heavy games on Lenovo P1m handset. Ranking is below the heap in both the phones. Let me show you the multi-touch on these devices. So I have a 5-point multi-touch in Lenovo P1m, but Mi4i has a 10-point multi-touch, guys, and let me show that to you too. So you can see it's a 10-point multi-touch in this phone over the 5-point multi-touch in P1m. As far as sensors are concerned, P1m supports much less sensors than uh, Mi4i, so you have much more gaming, comfortability in the Mi4i. But on the other hand, I don't have any heating factor. While now I was running Antutu benchmark, the phone in the Mi4i heated up a lot. It's actually heating up right now, which is not the case in Lenovo P1m, guys. So hopefully I have solved most of your queries. If you still have any, kindly hit the subscribe button over here. I'll see you next time, guys. Have a super awesome day. Take care.